Hello world, this is Nick Jackson once again in the Love Lab, and today we're talking about something that you probably don't know a lot about. Today, we're talking about our logo. Get ready, it's about to go down. So our logo is something that's special to me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to break it down into multiple different parts. The first thing that I want to talk to you about is the bullhorn. The bullhorn, which is probably the most important thing in our whole entire logo. So we got a bullhorn on everything. It comes from this. A few years ago, I think it was 2016, 2015, there was a festival going on in Cincinnati called the Beer Fest. I went there. I was actually on a date. I went there on a date, and I saw this huge flag, and underneath the flag was a guy holding this pole, and the pole said horrible things about our Muslim neighbors. When I went over to this gentleman, he started screaming at me, and I could hear it, just the piercing sound of his voice as he screamed in my ear. I remembered what it felt like to stand there and try to converse with another person, and the scream and the spit that was coming out of his mouth while he was screaming. I remember what it felt like when it hit my face. And I did this thing that I do sometimes when people are coming at me. I try my best, right, to be positive and stand in a positive place. And so what I did was I spoke some words of love to him, right? And when I did that, I put my hand right here on his chest, not just to push him away, but to also have a connection with him and let him know that he's loved. No matter what he's doing to anyone else, he's loved. No matter how he's coming at me, he's loved. And then a few months later, we were going to have another festival in Cincinnati, and I saw this guy and his boys at Frisch's. Now, it was crazy. It was like the Wild Wild West, right? I walked up in there, and this guy was there with his boys, and they were all talking about, different things, different legal issues that they're being involved in. And I remember catching eyes with him, and I walked over, and I asked if I could speak love to him and his group. They didn't know who I was, but they were all pretty freaked out and scared. I came at him with positivity and love, and we got to hug and embrace. And that right there, that moved me. And I decided at that point, we need to change the bullhorn from a thing used to speak hate and use it as something to speak love. We're taking this back and we're surrounding it with love. I'm Nick Jackson, and that's the story of the bullhorn.